Hey guys, today's talk is an interesting one, but definitely needed for all you guys out there. Uh, Basically, when you're dating these borderline women, narcissistic women, they go through cycles with the guys. They do a lot of this push pull shit where they're constantly pushing, pulling. It's ridiculous. So basically, they want to devalue you with those cycles. Like they go through value. The borderlines and narcissistic women both do this. They'll come into your life, they'll love bomb you, you know, giving you all this attention, acting like everything's cool. And then they go through periods of devaluement where they start devaluing their partner. Oh, he's no good. I should just date other guys, etc., etc. So my point of this whole video is just because you may have dated someone that devalued you doesn't mean that's the reality of the situation. Like, I don't even know who you are, dude, and I can guarantee with you just based on the fact that you deal with these type of women, I can already see that you're probably a super nice guy. You're probably a very loving, sweet person that's watching this video. You want to love your girlfriend, you want to care about your girlfriend, and then they act crazy, and then let's say you get upset or something. Now you're the bad guy and you're just kind of responding to a fucked up situation. I recommend that all men, if you get upset, just go for a walk. Don't hurt anybody, don't slap anybody, don't punch anybody. Just go for a walk. Go for a walk, keep yourself safe, keep yourself out of jail. But my whole point of this video is borderline women, they go through love hate cycles with the partner. So one minute they love you, the next minute they hate you. And so they're putting all this devaluement on you. Both narcissists and borderlines do this. They're putting all this devaluement on you, and it can be incredibly damaging to a self-esteem, to a person's mental health. I mean, I've had to stop hanging out with certain women just because of their borderline narcissism. All they ever did when we hung out was devalued me. That's all they ever fucking did, but it was a symptom of their mental illness. Perfect example, one time someone picked me up for disc golf. I hadn't been in the car. This is one of the girls that was like a loving girlfriend at the time. But she was going through periods of devaluement because not only was she borderline, but she was also narcissistic. So she would love bomb me, hate bomb me. Love hate cycles is where it's at with borderlines. Love hate cycles. And it's super scary. It almost looks like a different personality in the person. So they're going to come into your life. This is both narcissists and borderlines. They come into your life, they love bomb you, they act like everything's cool, and then slowly they start devaluing you, like you're not good enough, like you're not, sexually attractive, or they don't want to fuck you, or they start withholding sex, or they'll only fuck you once in a while. That's these narcissistic women. That's because they've got 20 guys on their speed dial to fuck. They won't settle down with a guy like me because they don't want to miss out on the other 10 guys they're fucking. That's what these hot little narcissistic sluts are doing. That's why they won't settle down with a good guy like me, because they just want to be a whore. I mean, let's call a spade a fucking spade. They want to be a fucking whore. And you can't make a hoe a housewife. You can't make a hoe a housewife. Okay? Another example of devaluement. I was dating this chick. Dude. Thanksgiving morning. Okay, so she hits me up with a love bomb, right? She hits me up. We hadn't been dating. We broke up, hadn't been dating for like 4 months. And she just wants to call me a friend because she's one of those girls that won't settle down. Everything was cool for a while. And then as soon as she thought she wanted gonna get a ride that she wanted, I could only do one way for the ride instead of both ways. She wanted a two-way ride. And I live 40 minutes away from this girl. She wanted a round trip ride. I live 40 minutes away from her, okay? So she wanted a round trip ride to this party. And I told her I could only do one trip. What does she do? She automatically just starts hating on me. And this is someone I thought was my friend, somebody I care about. She tells me she cares about me, which apparently is a lie. And again, I'm cutting this girl slack because I know she's narcissistic. She may even be borderline. But this is an example of a love-hate cycle, guys. She hit me up. I didn't hit her up. Hadn't seen her for like 4 months. She hits me up. Everything's cool. We hung out for the day. We had lunch together. Everything was going fucking great. And then she asked me for this round trip ride, which I couldn't do. And then immediately she starts hating on me. Actually, Thanksgiving morning, sent me a text that she hated me and despised me. I hate you and despise you. That's what she said to me after I told her I couldn't do the round trip ride. And then that Saturday morning when the ride was supposed to happen, I told her, I said, I'll come pick you up for your ride. I don't want you to miss your party. It was a little birthday party for her nephew. I didn't want her to miss her party. I was more than willing to go pick her up for her party. What does she do? She ghosts me for like 4 or 5 days. She refused to answer my text messages back after I said I couldn't do the round trip ride. And again, she told me she sent me a message on Thanksgiving morning after I said I couldn't do the round trip ride. I hate you and despise you. Literally ruined my whole Thanksgiving. My whole Thanksgiving was ruined. I couldn't really think straight during my family dinner. I was upset. Led to some depression on that. So my point, guys, is like, just because this girl's devaluing me doesn't mean I'm valueless. Like, let's do a quick checklist here for myself, okay? I've never hurt a woman. I don't have any domestic violence charges, so I'm a safe person, okay? I've never, ever, ever hurt a woman, ever. I've never scared a woman. I've never made her feel afraid or anything like that. Sexually, I'm on point. I could fuck like a porn star. So do you see how I do actually have value? That's how I know this is mental illness. These women are running around. They're literal nutcases running around. That's why they can't be your girlfriend, guy, because they're literally mentally ill. Like, more than likely, if your girlfriend's acting crazy, it's because she probably is actually fucking crazy. So my point of this whole point of the video is you do have value, guy. You have value. You have a lot of value. One, just dating these type of women, I know you're probably an empath. You're probably a super caring, loving, sweet individual. So don't beat yourself up just because your girlfriend is devaluing you. Like, for example, when the girl picked me up for disc golf, hadn't been in a car. This was a girl I was dating, borderline girl, narcissistic girl. Hadn't been in her car for a minute, and she's already telling me, oh, yeah, we're going to drop you off after disc golf. That's a perfect example of devaluement. When the girl sent me the message, I hate you and despise you, when I couldn't do the round trip ride. Perfect example of devaluement. Making me feel awful, making me feel like I'm a piece of shit because I can't do a round trip ride. And again, this girl is 40 minutes away from me, and I had to work that afternoon. So that's why I told her I could only do the one way. But after I told her I could only do the one way, she ghosts me. Literally refused to talk to me, wouldn't talk to me at all. And then Thanksgiving morning tells me she hates me and despises me. This is after she hit me up. She hit me up asking, saying, let's give this another chance. Let's try this again. You know, let's try to make this work. Let's forget the past. Let's not fight. Let's put the past behind us. Let's start fresh. Obviously, this girl didn't really mean any of that, because I think it was just another stab at getting my resources, getting rides, getting money. Like, I thought she actually legitimately cared about me. But it seems like it's conditional because I said I couldn't do the round trip. Now she hates me. So that's not love. That's conditional love. And it's also narcissistic abuse. When the person was telling me, oh, yeah, we're going to drop you off after disc golf, that's actually narcissistic abuse. No wonder I wanted to kill myself back then, because I was being narcissistically abused by a female. I was being completely narcissistic abused. And I also had a lot of borderline women abusing me, things like that. So yes, I had a rough ride with women I've dated. That being said, I'm not a perfect person. I admit that. I'm the first person to admit I'm not perfect. But just because these bitches are devaluing you, sir, doesn't mean that you're actually, not a person of high value, because you being a loving, caring, sweet person, that already tells me you're a person of value because you got a lot of love in you. If you like videos like this, please subscribe. You can call Crisis if you're in crisis today, 988. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe, share. You matter. You're worth a lot. You got a lot of value. You got a bright future ahead of you. Remember, this is just one day. This is just one day of many days ahead. Join me. I've had to quit drinking. I've actually had to quit drinking recently because I literally had 2 beers the other day. And my mom the other day said my skin was starting to turn like yellow, and that's actually a sign of a bad liver. It's actually a sign of like end stage liver disease. So I may actually be on my way out, guys, which is kind of sad for me. I might end up dying because of liver cancer or liver failure in the near future. Hopefully not. I like to do I like to use the positive words. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live and be healthy. I like to stay positive and just pray. God help me. Heal my liver, God. But I have to do my part, which is quit drinking. So I need to just quit drinking. Can I have a couple beers now and then? Apparently, I can't because my liver's been damaged. How did I do damage to my liver? Probably some of the meth use I did. I recreationally used meth the last probably couple years. I did it